Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I had a viewer request to do a video, so I'm going to go ahead and honor that and answer his question. Figured this would be the easiest way to go over everything, is to just do a quick video on it. I'm going to go over how I did the gauges to where I plugged them all in and all that for the 2J, and well, let's go ahead and get started. So the gauges I ended up using were just, I got them from O'Reilly's. They're not a sponsor or anything like that. I like the way they looked and they seem to work okay. They are, I don't know how to pronounce them. They are EQUUS. I'll put a link up on here so you can see what I'm talking about. As far as hooking them up, it was pretty straightforward. As far as the lights go, I took all of the grounds for every one of them, and I ran them all to one singular ground, and then I did the same thing for the power, and I just tapped into the wiring harness for the light switch. So when I turned the lights on, they work just like the factory dash lights do. As far as the voltage, obviously I ran it to the fuse panel down here behind here, and of course grounded it. And that's how that works. And the fuel gauge is pretty straightforward. It just goes in, well, it used to go into the fuel cell, but I had to change fuel cell, so I don't have a fuel gauge right this second, but I'll be working on that shortly. As far as the most important ones, of course, is the oil pressure and the water temperature. So what I ended up doing there is I tapped into the factory locations. Let's see if I can get this in here so you can see what I'm talking about. Well, that's really hard to see in there. So that plug right there, I'm gonna get the light down here. Let's see if I can do this like this here. So this plug right there, that's the coolant temp sensor for the computer. Right next to it, you'll see the wire. I think you can see part of the wire that I used. That's where I tapped in the coolant temperature. And then as far as the oil sensor, I just tapped it right into the factory, deal. It's a pretty straightforward little setup. Just put a plug in there and ran it. Make sure you can see this. There it is. Pretty straightforward stuff. So I just tried to keep it as simple as I possibly could because, well, for diagnosis purposes and whatnot, I wanted to make this as easy as possible. As far as the tachometer goes, I have to thank one of my guys on the 2JZ Facebook web page, 2JZ Swapped. This is the igniter. The third wire down on here says TAC. I ran that to the tachometer trigger, and it works like a champ. So I got that squared away, and that's in a nutshell how I set the gauges all up. I appreciate you watching my video, and if you could, that'd be awesome if you could hit the like and subscribe button. Helps the channel out if you could do that. And if you have any other videos you want to see, please let me know. Leave a comment. I will do my best to accommodate all that and answer any questions that you may have about doing the swap like this. And because this thing's been flawless, it runs so good. It's just been awesome. I think everybody should do it.